Hi, my name is Hudson Kasper, and I will be doing my 2025 in the bag. Okay, we're going to start with my putters. So first I have these two Omega Super Softs. These are my putters. These for me are really nice and gummy. I like these because I can get some nice grip and they stick to the basket a little more. These also, if you want to throw these, you can throw them nice and straight and they'll get just a bit of turn and kind of just flatten out towards the end. These also get some really nice glide. So circle 2 putts, if you just want to get a nice bit on them, these are the putters I'll use. Then I have my wind putter. It's the AVR3. It's in the XT plastic. This one is a little more stable, so I use this for the wind. This one also, if you want to throw this you can put it just a tiny bit out of the basket and it will just always kind of get a gentle fade in. Next, I have my approach disc. So I have 2 Toros, Innova Toros. One is a Champion Glow and this one is a Champion Gummy. So this one is really nice and stable. This one is really reliable in a headwind, any wind basically. This one, if you just put it outside the basket, it's always just going to come in, get a little skip. The Gummy Toro is a little less stable, and it also, if you throw it out, it's always going to come in, but it sticks to the ground a little more, so you don't get as much skip. So next, I have my mid-ranges. I have 2. So first, I'll start with, this is a Heiserbomb mortar. This is Braxton Inc., one of my teammates' fundraiser stamp. This, for me, is basically a farther flying Toro. This one's really reliable. I always know it's going to get some nice fade, always going to skip a bit. I like this for forehand and backhand. It's a really nice one. Then I have my Millennium Aurora. This one is Schoolboy stamp. This for me is just a laser beam. This one, dead straight, just gentle fade at the end. If I just want to hit a nice gap, I'll throw this dead straight and it's just going to get just a teensy bit of fade at the end. So next I have my fairway drivers. I have a bunch of these. So I'll start with my Champion Innova Valkyrie. This one I've had for a long time. I got this signed by Philo at Junior Worlds. This one for me is really nice, straight, with a little turn. It's always going to have just a nice gentle fade. This is my control driver. This one, if I just want a control drive, if I just want to get something out there, I'll throw this. Next, I have my T-Bird 3. This is in the G-Star plastic. This one for me is really nice and flippy. This one, I don't really throw in a headwind. If I want to throw like 70–80%, this one, I can just get it basically dead straight the whole time. Next, I have my Millennium Vela. This one is in the Sirius Helio plastic. This one, really nice and stable. This one is really reliable. I can throw this in a nice headwind, put this on a little Annie. It's always going to come out. I like this forehand and backhand. This one, just really nice disc. Next, I have my 2 JLS. I have a Sirius Helio and a Quantum Luster JLS. So this one for me is nice and stable. This one I can throw, get just dead straight, but just a little fade at the end. I can get a really nice distance. This one is really nice and glidey. And then I have my Quantum Luster JLS. This one definitely doesn't have as much fade, but it still has a little. This I can put on a little, pretty straight, turn a little, but also come back. They both complement each other really well, and I love how it fits in my hand. They're really nice and thin rim, so I can really grip these well. Dennis, the owner of Millennium, I played a tournament with him, and he told me I threw this one, and he told me that this was a really good one to have. Like, this is a really rare one. And you gave this to me. This is from you. Shout out, Lucas. And my last fairway driver, I have my Innova Champion It. This one is really nice. If I want something that's just going to drift to the right the whole time, I'll pull this. Just get some really nice drift to the right. Don't really throw this in a headwind. For me, I can throw this on some hyzer flips. If I want to hit a tunnel gap, get a little more distance than my Aurora, I'll throw this, put a little bit of hyzer, have it flip up, and kind of just fade to the right the whole time. Okay. So next, I have my distance drivers. So first, we'll start with my Scorpius. I have two of these. I have one that's a 0G Scorpius and one that's a Lunar Color Glow. So this one for me is just really stable. This one I can throw in 30-mile-an-hour headwinds. This is always going to come back. It'll get some really nice flare skips. If you want to, like if there's a tree in your way, you want to just kind of get around it, you can throw this on a bit of hyzer. It's always just going to get around and get a nice big flare skip. Then I have my 0G. This one doesn't have as much fade, but it still has a bit. This one in a headwind get to turn a bit, but it's always going to get some really nice fade. This is a good one. Next, I have my favorite disc in my bag right now. I have the Millennium ES2. These discs, ever since it came out, I fell in love. These are prototypes right now, but these discs are awesome. For me, in a headwind, I can get these to turn, good turn. It'll always come back. Not as much as my Scorpius, but it's still gonna get some fade. They fit my hand pretty well. They have a really small rim. These are just really nice. They get a lot of glide. If you don't have one of these, get one. My next disc, I have the Falcon. I have two of these, Sirius Helio and a Lunar. So this one is nice and straight, tailwind, and it's always going to get a little fade. This in a headwind is really nice and flippy, but it's always going to come back. This one, I don't really throw in a headwind, but in a tailwind, if you get this one right, it's going to get some nice turn. It's just going to kind of flatten out towards the end. This one's really nice. If you want just tailwind bomber, if you want to get like around a tree, you can put this on some nice Annie. And it's just going to kind of flatten out, just hold the line most of the time. Okay, so things I'd like to shout out on my bag. I have these two Flights tags. This is from the season 2024. This is from 2025 season. Lucas Steele puts these on. If you haven't gone, go to these. Then I have this event champion pin from the Millbrook tournament. This is Smitty. He's Hyzernaut. Thanks to Smitty for putting that on. Then I got this at Junior Worlds this year. It was my first time ever going. I had a blast. Then I have my Chump Chalk bags. If you need chalk during the summer, if your hands are sweaty, you use these, and this is why. Oh, gosh. Then I'd like to thank my sponsors, Millennium, Golf Disc, Discin Deals Coverage, and Chump Chalk chalk bags. Stay hydrated on the course with water. Thanks for watching my 2025 in the bag.